The U.S. House pushed ahead on Friday with a $95 billion foreign aid package for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan and humanitarian support after Democrats came to the rescue of Mike Johnson, the Republican Speaker. A coalition of lawmakers helped the legislation clear a procedural hurdle to reach final votes this weekend, as Friday morning's vote followed a rare move late on Thursday for a House committee that normally votes along party lines. The dramatic action took place on Capitol Hill on Thursday night in order to save the Ukraine aid legislation from right-wing rebels. On Friday morning, Antony Blinken, the Secretary of State, warned that if U.S. aid was further delayed for Ukraine, there is a real risk it will arrive too late to help the grinding resistance to Russia's invasion. Then the House voted on the procedure agreed the night before, again producing a seldom-seen outcome in the typically hyper-partisan chamber, with Democrats helping Johnson's plan advance by 316 votes to 94. Johnson now looks set to push forward this weekend on the package for Kyiv, Israel, Taiwan and other allies, which had stalled in the House after passing the Senate. This despite a firestorm of protest from hardline Republicans that could lead to an attempt to oust him. The House is expected to vote on Saturday on the aid legislation that provides $61 billion for the conflict in Ukraine, including $23 billion to replenish U.S. weapons, $26 billion for Israel, including $1 billion for humanitarian needs, and $12 billion for the Indo-Pacific. If passed, it would then go back to the Senate. The aid legislation is the latest in a series of must-pass bipartisan measures that Johnson has helped shepherd through Congress, including 2 huge spending bills and a controversial reauthorization of federal surveillance programs. Republicans hold a narrow House majority, 218 to 213, a margin so scant that Mike Gallagher is postponing his mid-session retirement, originally set for Friday, so the Republican representative can be present to vote for the bill. On Thursday night, the 4 Democrats on the House Rules Committee voted with 5 Republicans to advance the aid package that Johnson has devised, agreeing procedures. The Rules Committee would normally be a safely partisan affair for the Republican majority, but Thomas Massie of Kentucky, Ralph Norman of South Carolina and Chip Roy of Texas, all on the far right, are voting against advancing the bill, prompting Democrats to step in to save it. Kevin McCarthy, the former Speaker, put them on the committee to placate the far-right contingent of his caucus in the House. Johnson has won praise from Republican centrists and even Democrats by taking the line that he is doing the right thing on the aid legislation, even if it brings challenges to his position from his own party, which has the power very easily to force a vote to oust him.